can tell you, take a deep breath, that high school is not as intimidating as it looks, or as sometimes I think homeschoolers make it out to be. So, in order to go into in depth with this answer, I have two 1 hour videos. So 2 hours total on YouTube. So if you go onto my YouTube channel, I have two videos called How to Homeschool High School Using Charlotte Mason's Method. So I go really in depth in those videos. Obviously, they're 2 hours long. So I'm not going to be able to touch on everything right now in this call. But if you're really interested, Amber, I highly recommend you go watch those videos. Yeah, I really do talk a lot about this. It's amazing looking um, at my older kids and what they're expected to do in college and what I was having them do in high school and reading great books and writing about them through narrations is light years beyond what normal high schoolers are doing. And we can get really down on ourselves and go, oh my gosh, like our kids are not going to know what you put like debate schools or analysis. And maybe I need to be teaching them all these different vocabulary terms and but they're doing analysis all the time because they're reading great books, which sadly, I mean, we're zoned for an excellent public school here. And my daughter's friends that are in public school, I mean, they don't even read the books. They watched Romeo and Juliet instead of reading Romeo and Juliet. And then they had read like excerpts of some books. I'm like, well, did you read an entire book at all this year? And they were like, no. And this was an honors English student. And I was just like, what? And then my daughter read like 7 books, 7 novels, they're like this big. And so be able to read harder text, be able to synthesize the information and put it into a narration is a very complex skill. That requires a great deal of analysis, actually. In the language arts packets for high school, I do include research papers. I believe each cycle, at least 2 of the cycles, have a research paper component in the high school language arts packet. They have writing prompts that are analysis type prompts. Like I'm trying to think, one of them is about Macbeth's monologues, but I can't remember how I actually worded that. Or and there is composition lessons, like way above and beyond. Again, what is required. And I'm not trying to compare a Charlotte Mason education, what they're doing in public school. I'm just saying when they get to college, they're going to be like, oh my word, I actually know how to write and think, and these kids don't. That has been both of my older kids' comments from being around other college students. My 16-year-old took Western Civ at our community college this past term, and one of the things she had to purchase was a blue book, and she's like, what is this for? And I was like, oh, well, you're probably going to have like essay tests, and you just write your answers in this blue book, and that's your test. She's like, really? And this is a college class? That's so easy. And I'm like, no, it's not. When I was in college, like those blue book exams were so hard. I would much rather take a multiple choice test any day. Anyway, there were some like quizzes, traditional multiple choice type quizzes, but then all of the tests were these blue books. And she just killed it on those tests. I mean, her teacher was just blown away by her ability to write an essay. And I was like, why do you think this is so easy for you? And she was like, Mom, this is what I've been doing my whole life. Like I've been writing about what I've read since I was a little kid. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good point. Yes, you have, And so I think we did kind of discredit, oh, it's narration, it's too easy. But it's really not. And when they're reading these higher level books and writing about them, that is what essays are, right? And through the composition books that teach them kind of some of those skills, they can hone their writing and improve it. Of course, we all can. Anyway, I just encourage you to go watch those videos, but take a deep breath, and what your children are doing is amazing and incredible, and they will be prepared for what comes next.